Hi to all the cinegoers.com viewers. This is Samir. It is an interest which I developed gradually by watching films and um like see a kind of a job you get interested into without any reason also sometimes and with so various reasons also. That's how I developed like any other person. No, there was no filmy atmosphere at all at my place, but I was influenced by watching films, a lot of films in my childhood. No, I never told them that I wanted to become an actor initially, but నేను చెప్పకుండానే like it just came in when one of my aunts who's a social worker in Vizag, so she was helping out a film director called Mohan Gandhi, and he approached her for a role. If some person could do it, then she introduced me because I was always interested since childhood. So Mr. Mohan Gandhi said, "Are you interested to do it?" I said, "I'll give it a try." Then I kept doing one or two films which were shot in Vizag, which is my hometown. And then it started off, and I developed interest, and I was like any other parent, they were opposing. And then I said, just give me a 1 year or 2 year span. I'll try. If I can make it good, I'll continue. Otherwise, I'll do whatever you want. Nothing else. Nothing actually happened. 1 year ante, then I came and joined Mr. Devdas Kanakala's institute, which is I wanted to go in a professional way. I didn't want to, lose, in whatever I said at home and came. So I initially it was 1.5 year course, so which where I was in the institute, and then I started trying for work, and then luckily I could get into television mostly in the initial period and later into films. Advantages, yes, advantages and disadvantages are both there in both the fields. Like television, you get instant recognition in television, whereas not in films. In films, you have to get a good role. The film has to be a big hit. There are various, aspects. So if all that works out, then you get an initial recognition. But in television, it's not like that. You do a couple of serials. You do a serial. You're there every day at 4 o'clock sharp at every house in Andhra Pradesh. So you go to them. You go to the people. You go to their homes. So you're recognized. Recognition is more in television than in films. And I should say, if you happen to, make it big in the film industry, then there is good money in the film industry, which is not the case in the television. You can go maximum up to only one extent, not more than that. But no barrier for films if you are really a good. You can make it, as a good artist. It's just because in films you pay and go, whereas television is you see them for free. అదొకటే చిన్న చూపు. I've done serials wise చూస్తే I've done maybe more than 50. Yeah, and ads, commercials, documentary films which were on television, short films, and daily serials, weeklies, a lot many. I was mostly 10 years. For 10 years I was in television. It does. Actually, it did. For anyone, like, what I feel is acting cannot be taught. It should be within you. At least a spark in you, which can be, molded. You can be trained on your diction, on your voice, on your projection, and also with the camera practicals where people get, the what you have while portraying, playing a role or something. When so many people are around, that inhibition dies if you are from the institute and if you are given practical classes and all that. And initially everyone have the fear of the camera, everyone. So this fear, it can be to an extent removed. So this institute really helps. If the faculty is good, the facility is good, it really helps. Unfortunately, I don't know, there were wrong it is a misconception of overexposure. This overexposure is the only point where people think that they saw him in so many series, he doesn't suit in this role, or he or she, whatever it is. So this is a misconception. But I tell you, you get a new guy or a girl, and the people are giving 3 months, 4 months, 6 months training, and then they are getting them to do the role and all that. And I'm not talking about everybody, so many of them. And it's like some people are comfortable, some people take it like this, some people are not. What I mean to say is, a television artist, season, you give them any kind of situation, they keep on working every day in front of the camera. It's the camera which differs, not acting, not what your performance is. So it's easy for them to pick it up, because it's a daily routine for them, for the television people who are working. It's very easy, no matter who the star is in front of them. It is easier for them. But I don't know why the film people are not opting for, just because of the overexposure. Yes. It's going to be the next hub for sure. Very soon, and the groundwork has all started off past 2 years, and so many studios coming up, and lots of work going on there. And people don't find Hyderabad pleasant, just because of various reasons of which everyone know. So there is a scope, like Vizag being the next filmy hub. I'm not that interested in reading, and I'm not much. Rather, I always prefer visuals. So I used to read a lot of books in my childhood, but not now. Yeah, a lot of watching movies and stuff, and I would go. I mean, the channels which interest me are like National Geographics and Discoveries and all that. I'm interested into that kind of genre. Yeah, actually, there are lots of things you have to forego once you are recognized. There are lots of things. You can't just wear whatever you want to. Number one, you can't eat wherever you want to. You can't just walk down the street however you want to. There are some limitations, but it's sometimes good and sometimes bad too. And when you are in the crowd and all that, sometimes it's nice to be recognized and talking to people and people coming and wishing you and all that. Sometimes it's a little uncomfortable. Yeah, because my dad is a North Indian and he's a Muslim, and my mom is a Brahmin. So it's an inter-religion marriage. So I'm Samir. See, in right from my initial career, like when I started, I worked with the legendary director called Bapu Garu. So this is a rare opportunity which a beginner gets, and I was even more blessed that I worked in regarding films. I worked in my earlier beginning stages with Mr. K. Vishwanath Garu and Mr. Kamal Hassan and Mr. Chiranjeevi. So this is what I feel. It is a boon. Actually, it's a blessing. Which so many people thrive for years together. To work with such legendary people. This is what satisfies me most. And after that, when you have initially, when in the beginning of your career, you have worked with such legends, and after that, whoever it is, it's like cakewalk.